My wonderful, beautiful, amazing followers and fledglings to everyone in this world. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be talking a little bit about King Matthias of Hungary. So the thing was, it's like, before I really get to the story, it's like I just kind of want to mention how this person, this king, had to rise to this throne, at the age of 15 when he lost his father and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure a lot of whoever's watching out there, depending on, of course, your age and your generation and stuff, is that, if you've ever experienced such a grand loss where you were suddenly forced and pushed into like this real position where you had to take over something, you had suddenly all of these heavy responsibilities that you had to deal with, that is something, that's pretty much, I think, I can able more or less see, how it still kind of, takes place in current times for a lot of humans for that matter. But anyway, so let's talk a bit about who this guy was. So Matthias Corvinus was the first important king of Hungary, where he reigned from 1458 to 1490. Matthias was exposed to heavy military training and humanist education throughout his youth. Well, I'm sure, it's like, that probably really benefited him, being exposed to, all this real, responsible stuff, especially heavy military training. So at the age of 15, Matthias ascended to the throne following his father's death. So as king, he faced quite a few challenges, including financial problems. I mean, it's like to be put into such a heavy responsibility. I mean, I wonder what his mother was doing at the time. I wonder what, if he had any kind of guides or support at the time. Of course, it's like, yeah, this is just all just so heavy for, for anybody for that matter. But anyway, he also faced external threats from rival European powers, including the Ottoman Empire. So Hungary was the last kingdom to make a stand against the Ottoman Empire after they tried to conquer Wallachia, Bosnia, and also tried to conquer Transylvania and Serbia as well. Wow, what a heavy position this person must have really faced, because the thing is the conflict between Hungary and the Ottoman Empire ended more or less in a stalemate. Well, on one side, that's good, to know that eventually something did come to an end. But on the other side, it's like thinking, wow, that somebody at such an early age has to be faced with such heaviness. My goodness. Well, it's like, I'm glad everything more or less worked out for him and that he wasn't, conquered or taken over. Because the thing was, and there are different historians, because apparently, he's also the one that had Vlad the Impaler, Dracula, also captured at a certain point. And so, sometime I'll be, we'll talking a little bit about that. But anyway, and then of course he gets released and there's always tension and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it's like how times have definitely changed, somewhat. But still, it's like, I still wonder how humans in modern day can sort of feel, a similarity from, all of these historical people, back then in the 15th century, But anyway, I'm going to have to leave it at this because, pretty soon I'm going to be talking about who Vlad's second wife was, Justina Silagi. But anyway, I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I love you guys incredibly. I really hope you guys do enjoy these stories. If you do, please feel free to always subscribe, or, you guys can always just watch them, nonetheless, for that matter. But I appreciate your support, and again, I will probably, occasionally I will throw in a couple more historical facts about, these things as well. So, of course, stay tuned for any upcoming videos about those as well. But thank you so much. I love you guys incredibly.